Hello, everyone. Welcome to Inspiration Wednesday. It is November 30th, 2022, and I'm Rev Stacy Macris Ros. I'm so happy to be here with you today. So because of the holidays and because Unity of the Oaks will be physically moving our location over the next month, I will just be doing a few more of these Wednesdays until we'll take a hiatus till February. So from December 14th will be my last Wednesday, and then we'll have 6 weeks off while we move to our new location and get settled in. But also so you can enjoy the holidays, yes? Well, everyone, so there was a great little book that came to someone told me about, rather, that they had been reading with their grandchildren. And I thought I would share it with you. It's so cute. I know, it's probably backwards. But it's What Should Danny Do? The book is What Should Danny Do? It's by Gannett and Adair Levy. 9 stories in one, because it's so great, because you start out with Danny, and then depending on your choices, that's what you get to do. That's how your day goes. So it really speaks to the choices in our life and the fact that we have choices all the time, and how do we react to them, and how do we learn from them, right? So I'm not going to read the whole book, but just to give you just a little bit from the Danny book. What should Danny do? Because there's 9 different stories, 9 different endings. So you get to read the beginning. So he says, "Hi, my name is Danny. My favorite things in the whole world are soccer, superheroes, and ninjas." And he loves skateboards, but he doesn't have one yet. And so he says, "You probably are wondering why I have a cape. Let me let you in on a secret. I am a superhero, and that means I have some superpowers." So there he is. There's Danny. We're going to find out what should Danny do. But like Danny, all of us have superpowers. In Unity, we call them our 12 spiritual powers, or 12 spiritual attributes. And so the one that we're looking at today with Danny is the power of will, which is our ability to choose, to discern and choose. So, and I think also wisdom, because our power of wisdom is all about going within and really sitting with what's the best choice here, what's the best way forward. So Danny shows us all the different things that Danny likes to do. But here's where it gets juicy. His dad says that the most important superpower of all is the power to choose. He says, "With this power, I can change my day by changing my choices. He even gives me the coolest cape so I won't forget. Today is a special day because you're going to make the choices with me." So then we get to choose. So this is how it starts. He wants chocolate chip pancakes. He's going downstairs with his dog and a laundry basket. And there's his little brother, but his brother has his pancakes on his favorite ninja plate. So then he says, "I'm really upset. So what should I do? Should I eat the pancakes on the alphabet plate, or should I get that ninja plate?" Well, if he chooses that and he makes a big ruckus, then the orange juice goes flying, pancakes go flying. Not a great choice. But if he does the other way, then he just says, "Hey, I'm going to use my words. I'm going to get through this. I'll have the ninja plate next time." So reflecting on how can we make different choices throughout the day that we're all just like Danny. What's the best choice here? Let me play out how this can work out. Different scenarios, right? So even the endings, again, there's 9 different endings here. So here's one of the endings. He says, "How was your day?" I mean, they go on to make lemonade and go to the park and lots of different things. But he says, "How was your day, Danny?" His dad asked him. "Could you have used your power to choose to improve your day?" And what a great reflection question for all of us. At the end of the day, could I have used my power to choose to improve my day? And he thinks about it. Danny thinks about it. He says, "Yes. Yes, Daddy, I could have." And he smiles and gives me a hug. I can tell he's proud that I understood my power to choose. And then there's in another ending here, it says, "After 100,000 minutes, it feels like I'm trapped in a supervillain's dungeon with no way out. I look outside and I see his brother with the dog. And I wish I could play outside. Daddy comes to my room. 'I heard your day wasn't so great, Danny.' He tells me Every superhero makes mistakes, and that's okay. But the best superheroes learn from their mistakes and use their power to choose wisely. I think about the choices I made that led to this bad day, and that must be why Daddy says the power to choose is so important. So again, us, just like all superheroes with our superpowers, it's okay. Sometimes we may not make the best choice. But instead of getting really, upset with ourselves, we just say, hey, every superhero makes a mistake every once in a while. How can I do it better the next time? And then one of the other endings, it's him happy in the tub with his mom, all his toys. How do you think your day was, Danny? She asks. I think about the good things and the bad things that happened, and I realized that most of it was because of the choices I made. Tomorrow, I'll try using my power to choose to make a better day. So, such a great story for all of us, right? Because again, how can we have that spiritual attribute of will, of choice, to go about our day? And also, again, that spiritual principle of wisdom. How can we turn within and say, okay, what would be the best choice here? I can go this way, I can go that way. I can react this way, I can react that way. But then, even if we feel like we've made the wrong choice, a bad choice, instead of beating ourselves up, we can just reflect and say, okay, I can do it better next time. Here's how I'll choose next time to do it. So last Sunday, I spoke about, for our first Sunday of Advent, hope and faith. And again, even our choices, even our decision to choose hope or not to choose hope, to choose faith or not to choose faith, and again, faith in ourselves and our connection to the allness of life, not a faith outside of ourselves, but really choosing to believe in the faith of our own being and our connection to all of life and that life force. This week I'll be talking about peace for the second Advent, Sunday of Advent, and again, I will be talking about it as a spiritual practice, peace as a spiritual practice. When can I choose to be more peaceful? When can I choose to disengage from a conversation, something that maybe is getting heated, and take a step back and choose peace instead? A lot of times we get entangled because why do we not choose peace? Usually it's because we want to be right, because we know we're right. Our ego gets in our way. So this is about, if I really want to walk my talk and say, I want peace in the world, well, peace begins with me. We sing that every Sunday in Unities and Unity churches all over. Peace begins with me, and it really does, because how can we expect peace in the outer world if all of us are having our own little arguments here, and then there, right? So ripple effect. If I can choose peace or be more peaceful in my interactions with others, then that sends a ripple effect of peace out into the world. That includes ourselves too. Am I speaking peacefully to myself? A lot of times we're, again, beating ourselves up over things, or shaming ourselves, or guilting ourselves, criticizing ourselves. So how can I start with peaceful talk for myself and then with other people? Choice. After that, we have the advent of love. Again, when can I be more loving towards myself? When can I choose to be more loving towards myself and choose to be more loving and kind towards others? And then joy. We have the power of choice, that power of will, to choose joy or not joy. Now, I'm not saying to cover up over anything, because there's times in life when we've lost a loved one, when we've maybe, just lost our job, or, we're enduring something really hard. Of course, we're going to be sad and maybe angry, depressed, anxious, all of those feelings. But that's what we do. We choose to acknowledge that those are the feelings, and it makes sense. And of course we would have those feelings. So we choose to be compassionate and kind with ourselves. But we can also choose to then, how can I slowly move back into the world and start to employ a little bit more joy, a little bit more love, a little bit more peace, a little bit more hope and faith. That's what the Christmas season is really about, the holiday season. in all of the faith traditions, right, is really about light and faith and our connection as human beings. So each of us has a choice, a role to play in all of that. So that is, hey, a great Christmas present too. Hashtag not an ad, but this is a great little book. They also have it for Darla. I got this one for my nephew, but they also have What Should Darla Do? So Darla gets to make some choices with 8 different stories and endings as well. So again, like Danny, you can at the end of your day just reflect what worked well with the choices I made, what worked not so well, again, not with blame or beating ourselves up, but just then how would I do it differently if something wasn't exactly how I would like to choose again. That's how we learn, just compassionate with ourselves. So with that, there's a great daily word. There was actually guidance was a word for November and in December, but I really liked this one from the daily word from November 13th. So a couple weeks ago on a Sunday, and the word was guidance. So I want you to really settle in for just a moment, take a breath, and listen to these words and allow them to be your own. Guidance. I use divine wisdom to find my way. When I'm pondering a perplexing question or I need to make an important choice, I reach beyond human reasoning to the limitless wisdom of divine mind, never further away than my next thought. After clarifying my question and considering my available options, my choices, I release the situation, focusing instead on the divine presence within. I affirm, I am using divine wisdom to show me the way. Just breathe that in for a minute. I am using divine wisdom to show me the way. In prayerful silence, peace envelops me. So we just feel that peace envelop us right now. As I conclude my prayer time and resume my activities, I may experience a flash of insight or a more gradual understanding. However it happens, I trust my next steps will become clear to me. Confident in my divine guidance, I move forward with calm assurance. From the book of Matthew, it says, "But strive first for the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all these things will be given to you as well." Really, that reminder that that kingdom of God is within us, and we're connected to the kingdom of God, of all of life, all of that life energy. We are part of it. We're connected to it. We can't not be connected to it. We are part of that. And so all good should be given to us. All good will be given to us. Again, our choices. Am I choosing good today? Am I choosing peace today? Am I choosing hope and faith today? Am I choosing love today? Am I choosing joy today? Not to force it, but to welcome it in. Maybe welcoming it in even in the most difficult of times. I know when I was really sick, and it would be really easy to sit around and be really depressed, be in a really dark place. But that's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to be plugged into life. I didn't want to miss any part of my boys' lives. I didn't want to miss any of my family's lives. I didn't want to miss any part of life. So I acknowledged the sadness, the depression, the frustration. And I went right back to gratitude. I chose gratitude and focusing there. I chose love and focusing on love with my family. So we have choices. And even and especially during the holiday season, this Christmas season, I know a lot of people want to choose frantic, chaotic, hurried, busy. And I'm here to remind you, you do not have to choose that. You get to choose and create your life however you'd like. So may you choose well, superheroes. I know you will. There's no mistake. There's just looking at it at the end of the day and saying, yes, I'd choose this way again, or no, I'll adjust for next time. So go forth with your superhero invisible capes that you're all wearing and have a wonderful rest of your Wednesday. Again, I will be back here the next couple Wednesdays, and then I'll be taking 6 weeks off. But I will be here the next 2 Wednesdays, so come join me. And of course, every Sunday at 10 a.m. we live stream here on Facebook and to YouTube. And our whole YouTube channel is more and more getting filled out with more content. So have a fantastic rest of your Wednesday and week, and I will see you soon. Please also consider a gift to Unity the Oaks. That keeps us in business, in the spiritual business of transforming lives. Thanks, everyone. Have a great day. Thank you, Bob. My message today, he says, was spot on. You know, I'm just giving the people what I need to hear myself. I figure if I have to hear it, if I need to hear it, probably someone else does too. Okay, everyone, have a great rest of your day. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.